This is the Jim and Terry Show, and I am the Terry.
I am the Jim of the Jim and Terry Show. I don't live in Bobcaygeon where this is being recorded. I live in the wonderful center of the universe, Pefferlaw, where the mighty men of Pefferlaw reign and live.
Where the mosquitoes carry you away.
Oh, yeah.
All right, things to talk about today. I want to get onto this one because this is lighting up the Twitterverse.
I was absolutely dreading this conversation.
This is the one about Elon Musk.
Oh, no, this is fine.
Well, we can talk about SpaceX part of Elon Musk, or the Tesla part, or the Boring Company.
I don't care. Any part of it's fine.
Any part of it.
Any part of it's fine.
Let's start with where I am at, which is Elon Musk finally did it. $44 billion for Twitter.
Why, Terry? Why? Like, why would you do that? Even if you believe in free speech or whatever it is he is motivating. I think everybody thinks he kind of overpaid. $44 billion. And I think lots of people are leaving in droves because of some of the early tweets he made. What's he doing?
It's Elon Musk. Does anybody know?
Well, in a lot of his ventures and stuff, I'm a fan. Like SpaceX and Tesla.
We are fans. I am a fan, too, of Tesla, of electric vehicles, of the Boring Company. Yeah. I like the whole idea of all of his projects, including ending up on Mars. So we can talk about that in the latter part of the conversation. But for now, let's just focus on the Twitter. What's he doing? He invested $44 billion. Did he have $44 billion?
Well, yes, of course.
Actually, his money's tied up. He didn't have it. So... question, where did he look for to get some financial wherewithal to conclude this deal?
I don't know, Terry. Pray tell.
Saudi Arabia.
Oh, no way.
Yes.
Oh, way, you say.
Oh, my goodness. Way. Yeah, way. No way. Yeah. Yeah, so the deals I don't know about, but there's the scuttlebutt that he went to the well, the same well that Jared Kushner went to.
The same well that all prominent American rich people go?
And the country in question is, of course, the one that's been in question ever since 9/11. Still some unresolved issues, it would seem.
Yes, and they're not meaning to hurt the United States with their oil production.
At all.
Or lack of.
At all. Now, does the algorithm recognize, the one that searches these podcasts, recognize that we are being sarcastic?
Oh, probably not.
Probably not.
We're going to be bumped again.
We're going to be kicked
out.
Another strike for the Jim and Terry Show.
See, okay, I'm going to put a promotion out here for us. Okay, we need a radio station to pick us up so that they can't bump us like this.
So they can fact check us.
Yeah.
And supply us with the latest information.
Well, we need... who is going to be our producer? What did I say, Becky or
I don't
Mitzi
know.
Or something? Our producer to look up all the stuff when we don't know what we're talking about, and they can whisper in our ear through headphones. Whisper in our ear. This is what the answer is.
I do prefer headphones, not earbuds.
Yeah.
Myself, but
I think most radio people have.
Well, there
headphones.
you go. Okay, Twitter. So we don't know. He didn't have the money, so he went to get some financing. Tesla stocks were going down. I don't know whether they're going up again, but they took a hit because he missed some goals with AI for the cars, for the guidance systems, and a lot of cars. You mentioned this one about Florida and the hurricane. Once they get buried, the salt does not do very good things to electric cars.
Did I mention that? Are you sure it was me?
I'm pretty sure it was
that
you.
Seems like over my head.
Oh, yeah, it was over a lot of people's heads. I forget how big the tidal surge was in Florida for the last hurricane.
He strikes me as a guy like... he seems to be in some areas a minimalist.
Yes.
So I think he's smart enough to know that if he lost everything, he'd easily be able to make an income in order to survive. So
he's not going to lose everything. My question is just, how did he get the wherewithal to do the deal? It's not like he had $44 billion sitting there. He had to liquidate assets somewhere and borrow somewhere. So how did he leverage that deal? The scuttlebutt, so this is unconfirmed, is Saudi Arabia the same, as I said, the same bucket of cash that Jared Kushner dove
probably,
into?
Yeah,
so
probably.
If you got a couple of billion for Jared and Jared doesn't know anything about anything.
What is the payback?
Well, that's the question.
Yeah,
isn't
what
it?
is it? Yeah, what is it like?
Is that another
propaganda?
quid pro quo?
Yeah,
This
like
for
what is
that?
the payback? Well, I can do this for you, but like
Why is
someday
Saudi
that may
Arabia
not-
sounding a lot like Marlon Brando?
Because that's
in
what
The
I think it
Godfather?
is like. Yeah.
So you think it's a whole thug's world
Maybe
out
someday
there?
I'll ask you to
Interesting.
do something for me.
Do you know, to be on Twitter, to be a authenticated, verified user on Twitter, you need a blue check mark that authenticates it's really you. And Elon Musk has said, I'm going to charge you for that.
Yeah, I heard.
So that's created a little bit of a ripple
Yeah,
in
but
the...
even if he does charge his $8.50 for that verification, Mark, I watched one of the comedians say that will take you like 13,000 years or something to pay off.
Yeah, if you're financing $44 billion on $8 per user, yeah.
Now, are you on Twitter? Do you post? I know you have access to Twitter.
I
obviously.
have been slow to post. I have only commented on a couple of things. I'm more a watcher. I like to observe, and so that allows me to sort of surf and access right wing as well as center as well as left. So I follow a whole bunch of people. I told you I follow NDP, I follow liberals, I follow conservatives, just so I can be aware. What is somebody saying about something?
Yeah.
And I am glad to be on Twitter for that reason. It is like a ticker tape, the old stuff that used to go on the news channel. Do you remember in the days when the news service had changing colors bands and you could catch the latest? It's like that. So you see it stuff. So they have reporters with their smartphones in watching, for instance, the Emergencies Act inquiry. And you can post right from watching that thing, and you see it right in real time happening.
Wow.
I like that kind of stuff.
You amaze me because you get so much in a day. You send me 15 emails. Some of them are encyclopedia. And you've read, I'm amazed at that. You get everything done. That must be your teacher stuff.
Yeah, I think, when you've been in academics for so long, you sort of just... Your kids asked me that question. I think James asked me the question. How do you do it your whole life? It's like me doing the typesetting for you. If you've done this before, you just know how to go about doing it. You know the steps that you need to take to verify. Fact-checking is a big part of that stuff. But, you can be inundated with information, which takes me to Twitter. I like it because it's quick feedback, so I like following, for instance, the inquiry, because I'm getting feedback from reporters in. Now, those reporters are blue-checked, verified that this is their account. And I don't just follow anybody. I always make sure, somebody I do trust is following them. It goes the opposite way, too. So when I went to check and thought, this sounds a little odd. So I click on the person, and then you get a link of, you may also like, and I think, oh my God, that's the rogues gallery of not doing good stuff and fake news. And I thought, wow. So my first observation post Elon Musk taking over is there's been a barrel load of right-wing nutcases on Twitter. It's exploded. And that's just me. Here I am. I'm nobody from nobody with no blue check mark. I'm at the entry level, not doing anything, just watching and doing my little, sometimes I click on like if I've read the article. Sometimes they link you to an article you can't get. You've told me that a number of times. I've sent you stuff and you can't open it because they have, what do they call it? Paywall. I didn't even know what a paywall was. So if you want the article, you have to pay. Makes sense, and I support reporters and journalism and all that stuff.
Everybody's got to make money.
I'm just not prepared to put in my $8 for Elon, my $8 for The Atlantic, my $8 for the Globe and Mail, my $8 for all the services that I survey in my comings and goings with my morning coffee. I'd be broke just paying for all the access.
No, you can't do that.
So I don't.
But I want to ask you, do you think then he paid the $44 billion because he thinks he's going to get an extreme amount of new Twitter right-wing expressionists?
No, I don't think so. I think he bought it because at some point he did think that it would be nice to own a social media service.
There you go.
And that's it.
Next it'll be CNN or something.
I'm waiting to see how
maybe
that
he'll become a
out.
media mogul.
Maybe he will, and there's a problem with that too, because if the Murdochs, if you've been following that documentary, this is not a good tale. When you control so much media in one family, in one person, it is not a good thing for democracy.
No, well, yeah, I agree. We need competition. We need, we need also that ability to fact check, as you said, to make sure the information you get is coming from a legitimate. We've often talked about that. Dr. Susan Oliver. I mean, that's a pretty swift scientist. She is a scientist, and she knows her stuff. If you listen to her, you're going to get the facts concerning all kinds of stuff, from COVID to whatever.
It's all about the facts. It's not about the base. It's about the facts.
Yeah.
And sometimes you and I, with our coffee, we can't get all the facts all the time, and we're willing to admit when we're wrong.
Yes.
There you go. The Jim and Terry Show. We're admitting we're wrong.